Hello everyone, my name is Enemy, and I am playing Gargoyle's Quest 2, aka Makaimura Gaiden 2? Something like that, I don't know. Yeah, this is the side story series to Ghosts and Goblins, where you get to play as the Red Reamer named Firebrand, and it's pretty great. So let's get started. Alright, we're gonna mash through some text here. I have no idea what this says. I think it says, long ago there was a legend of the Red Blaze. This is his origin story. So our Kingly Ding here says, hey, you want to be a total hero to the ghoul realm, you gotta go train. So we're gonna go train. We have a training mission to start us off. A training mission that is actually a training mission. Although, now that I think about it, I guess a lot of them are. This is a very difficult mission. Probably the hardest one in the game. We're gonna fly up here. Or climb, I guess. And it's very important in this game to flutter, especially when you're early on. We have wing level 1 here. Wing level 1 is pathetic. We don't get to fly for very long at all, so we have to be very diligent with our usage of our flying. But fluttering can keep you afloat a little bit longer. We're just gonna mash A, or not mash A, but tap A strategically and stay in the air a little bit longer. Okay, so while we were training, the town was sacked, and the king has come under attack, so we are going to go back to the king and try to defend him. We're going to defend the crown. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a different game. My apologies. Okay. A lot of lag that we're going to try to reduce in this game. Those guys are pretty cooperative on that front, but we still kill them. Just to be safe. There's some weird enemy designs. I to this day, I have no idea really what these enemies are. They look kind of like giant skulls with bird wings and talons. So, I don't know, skull bird sort of thing. And more like, I guess, pterodactyl wings. Weird enemies. The best enemy, maybe in any video game ever, is later on in the game. Please be excited. Alright, we're gonna do a little deboost here. This is fun. Up and over. And we can bar that spike there real quick. It's cool. Edge spikes in this game are friendly, so we will use that to our advantage. And we're gonna go use this heart right here. Normally we'd never get that, but we're going to defer from taking some intentional deaths, this being a marathon and all. So to help us out with that. Oh, and we get the god pattern anyway. See you later, Nagus! You're just gonna stand there and take it. 16 shots, puts him away. That health was pointless, but that's okay, because now we go and see the king, and unfortunately, he's a little bit worse for wear. He's basically saying, oh, Firebrand, I'm dying. You gotta go become the Red Blaze and take the kingdom back. Something like that, I don't know. I'm improvising. This is the gist of the story. This isn't the exact translation. I don't want to surprise anyone with this stunning revelation. And I should point out, so I saw in chat there from Mr. Second City Saint that we behind this cart. I am playing on the Famicom cart because there's a lot of text you have to get through in this game, and it is way faster to do that on the Japanese version. Alright, so one of the big differences from Gargoyle's Quest 1, which is a Game Boy only game, to Gargoyle's Quest 2, is that all of your encounters in the overworld are fixed. You don't have any random encounters, which is just great. That is by far the worst part of Gargoyle's Quest for Game Boy. The random encounters. Just no fun. But here in this overworld, I mean, there's only a couple of encounters, which sort of makes it a little weird that you have the traversal of an overworld, but you fly when you're in the overworld. Not literally, figuratively fly. You go really fast when you walk in the overworld. I like it a lot. But there are some areas that you can go to in the overworld that we will not see in this game. We're not doing 100% or anything, we're just doing any percent. So we're just going to beat the game as quickly as we can. We're going to come up here, and I hope Ragnoid's ready. Because we have a very important milestone coming up in the run right now, where we get password 1. There it is. Write it down. You can play along at home. That is a very important password because we are going to do a death warp at the end of this next boss. Well, no, I'm sorry. No, we have 2 bosses before we death warp. So we're gonna go back to that town, and it's gonna save us a lot of travel time. Thank you, Ragnoid, my man, always picking me up. So this way we will avoid a lot of overworld nonsense, overworld stages that we would have to traverse through, and we just take the game over, go right back there. Thanks to the lovely, lovely password that Ragnoid has provided in chat. Alright, so this stage is sometimes the hardest stage in the game, because you got these little deli scale platforms that sometimes are not cooperative. They will shoot at you, and when you have to go to the lower platform, it is a little dicey, but we got some cooperation here. We had some Bless RNG very early on here, which is always nice. I'll take it. And then, here we go, up and over. So I mentioned wing level 1 being real weak. Also, our attack right now is very weak. Kind of stinks, but it will just make us appreciate all the more our upgrades that we will get as we progress in the game. So we do have a 4th heart right now, which is nice. Take one more hit. Land and up. Okay. And we gotta wait right till about we get to that vine, and up the wall we go. These beetles are RNG as well. As you see, one spawned right underneath me. Try to back boost here and go up the platform. Ah, I was at a bad position. Oh, that's a nasty beetle too. Fortunately, we were able to get underneath of them. All right, up and over. Good. All right, had to throw the needle between those shots. We're gonna wait for these, drop down, and shoot this. I'd say this is tolerable RNG right now in this stage. None of the beetles spawn directly in my path. Sometimes they do that, and cursing occurs after that. Okay, good. I didn't flutter very well there, and you can very easily fall down, not hitting that platform, land on spikes. And there are 2 types of spikes in this game. There are insta-kill spikes, and there are damage spikes. We're going to climb up these damage spikes. I'm going to get this just for marathon safety. It will make my intentional death that I'm going to take here slightly longer. And I didn't need it. That figures. Okay. Those spikes that are sticking out there, those big spear spikes, their hitbox is a lot bigger than it looks, so discretion is the better part of Valor, especially in a marathon setting. But it all worked out anyway. Good. Just borrow the edge of that platform right there and keep on moving. So we did take one intentional death. That's going to help us, not only did it help our traversal to the end of this stage, but it's going to save a little bit of time. Not as much as we normally would if we were doing an any percent run, an actual PV attempt. But it's going to save a little bit of time on taking a death later. All right, let's see. We got the death balloon here. We're going to hang out right on this wall, this platform. Shoot him dead. That's it. Just like that. We're going to drop down and make sure that we fly over these spikes. Don't walk onto them because you can die and have to do the fight over again. But not this time. Alrighty. So, that's one of the harder stages in the game, legitimately. There's another one that the stage isn't really difficult, but the boss fight can be really crazy. So, we have that yet to look forward to. But so far, so good. Not too shabby. Right now, what we're doing is we just collected the items to create the Candle of Darkness. So we're going to go see Medusa, let's say. And she's going to allow us to put that candle together. So we got the candle now. That happened there. And then you got Trust Me. That's the Candle of Darkness that we just selected. And as you can see, darkness. So, nailed it. She's going to move around a little bit. Give us some backstory about becoming the Red Blaze, and then we're going to talk to her again, and she will give us the Wings of the Fallen Angel. That upgrades our wing power to level 2, and now we can progress in the game, because if you don't talk to her, if you don't do the Candle Darkness thing and go through that whole conversation, then you do not get to get past this fellow right here. He just won't let you pass. In Gargoyle's quest for Game Boy, there is an impossible jump that you can actually make. They will let you try it, but the game will laugh at you and chastise you for being so brazen to try it. Here's the impossible jump in this game, and it would certainly be impossible if I had level 1 wings, but they don't even let you attempt it in this game. They say, you know what, no, Just go play the game as we intend. It's kind of a bummer, really. It'd be kind of neat if you could skip the whole jungle stage. Alrighty, we have switched over to our new weapon, which I show off there for you. That is the Blockbuster. It's more powerful than our previous weapon. Also, as the name implies, it busts blocks, which is very important. We're going to use this all throughout the run, which is kind of annoying. You get the big power weapon at the end of the run. Ooh, my bad. You get the big power weapon at the end of the run, and it doesn't even break blocks. You get it's the first weapon upgrade that you get that you have to go back to. I think that's silly, but that's the way the game goes. Uh-oh. There we go. Got a little low there. There we go. Alright, we got good RNG on the genie. There are 2 genies in this stage. We want to not have to deal with any of them. That should be good. Yay! Okay. That jump is deceptively difficult, at least for me. I usually bonk my head. Not usually, but sometimes bonk my head there and then have to reset myself lest I die in the insta-kill spikes that are below me there. But so far, so good. We took a little extra hit on spikes, but that's okay because we avoided a back boost earlier, and we took that back boost, so we're at the normal amount of hearts that I would have anyway. Okay, there's a genie. Alright, so next boss, Sand Froge. And, oh, so far cooperative. Oh, and less cooperative now. Alright. Jump. Oh, okay. Easy does it. Oh boy. Okay, thank you. Remember when I said he started with a good pattern? Yeah, that's gone out the window, sad to say. But we will stick with him. So you can only do damage to him when he's not shaken like that. Doesn't have his army of little baby frogs around him. Are they frogs? They fly away. I don't think that's how frogs work. Or tadpoles. But you know, what are you gonna do? It's video games. That boss was a jerk. He cost me a lot of time. That's okay. We have a very generous estimate for this run. Which is nice because that allows us to not worry about the extra deaths we have to take to do our death warp. So here's where we death warp. We have to take 2 deaths here because we saved an extra life. And there we go. Game over. So now, hey, here's our buddy with the password. So you were resurrected because you had the sacred words, which is the password. And now we're going to go talk to the future king, who is currently passed out. But we got the gremlin stick by beating the Sand Froge, and that gives him power to revive himself. And he's going to give us an upgrade as well. So here you go, buddy. Alright. So after giving the new king the gremlin stick, we were able to get through this path and come up and talk to our buddy who's guarding the bridge. He says, hey, you're stronger than I am. Why don't you go ahead through here? I'll see you later. And there's our new upgrade, the Cyclone platform. We can use that to travel up here. Third one here. Normally I use 2, but I placed the first one a little low. Alright. Before you end this screen, you want to switch back to your Blockbuster, because we're going to fight the fake king right in here. He's going to ask us if we'll just be willing to go away. We're going to say no. We're just going to mash B through this part. B is a negative response, A accepts whatever item you're selected on. But this way we don't have the menu, which is great, because menuing is impossible. Alright, we're gonna hit this wall here. Try to hit him with a third shot. Okay, we're gonna do the high, fight them, and that'll do it. Okay. Good! False King done. If you mess up that fight, it can get nasty, but we have that great spiderweb strat where you hit the wall real quick, shoot him on the way in, avoid him as he goes to the wall, and then he goes down real quick. And now, that's gonna take us to I don't really know what to call this stage. Heavy use of cyclone platforms, the stage. We'll work on it. But we can workshop this together, chat. When you guys have ideas, shout them out in chat. And we will figure out what wonderful name we should come up with for this stage. Not the bees is an option. There are bees. This is the introduction of the bees in this stage. So you got those little spiky elevator doodads, but you know they're gone now. So, oh, thank you, Hitbox. Okay, we're gonna hit up here, land on the collapsing platform. You cannot hang on the sides of the collapsing platforms. There's a real bummer in this stage because that would just be really helpful. Another bee coming up here. Let's see. Annoying bee stage. Accurate. Cyclone Mania Madness. That's pretty good. Alright, so we're gonna jump up, hit these guys. Ooh, cooperation. Although if they run into me now, I'm dead. Yeah. So normally we take 2 deaths here in PB attempts to burn off some of our lives, because this is really quick to burn off your lives here. But that's really scary strat. Oh, really? Oh, man, now I'm kicking myself. Okay. Oh. I'm just gonna hang out over here. Okay, we're gonna jump up over the toenail. Alright, be gone. And this guy's gonna be nice and slow, and we're gonna get this fight over with. It's very scary to do this fight with 0 lives, when you don't have the option to reset and start over. Because they hit like a Mac trick. You only have 4 hearts, and they do 2 hearts on contact, so, you know. When they do their dashing movement, that could be it. This guy is saying some really amazing stuff that I don't want to spoil for anyone. So, it's definitely not that I have no idea what he's saying. It's that spoilers. So, you know, please, you go read up on the lore of the game, and you too will know just the wonderful, you know, poetic words that were said by that fella over there. Okay, here's Scyther. I can read chat now. Let's see. Not the bees. Thing Ice Boy has a little dead dragon emote. Give bees a chance. Malabard says sure. Malabards may be on to me. Oh, by the way, I killed that boss. He's not much. He just hit the edge of the platform there and shoot. I believe it's 16 shots, and then yeah, boss fight over. I guess mini boss, to be fair. So Scyther went on to Pokemon after this. He couldn't cut it in a real video game. No, I'm just joking. Okay. It's always lovely when you're like, oh, I'm running out of wing power, and I don't see a platform underneath of me. That's no good. Okay, don't hit the fire. The fire is insta-kill. Oh, wait. Actually, I don't want that selected. My bad. I pre-menued, and then I went back into the menu and undid the menu. This game has some really quality music. Like, none of the tracks are necessarily, like, hot bangers, but they all feel really, really appropriate to the stages that they're portraying. Like, this is the Hall of Mirrors stage. You got that kind of nice, glassy sound effect going on here. The nice, glassy melody. Is that gonna work? Yeah. Whoa, jump, please! Oh, boy. Save it. There we go. I placed those platforms at a little bit the wrong spot. Okay, we're gonna hit that guy. Those ghosts do 2 damage, so we want to be diligent there. Make sure we get rid of them. Probably reduces some slowdown too, but that's the lesser concern there. Okay. Fly up and over the sky. And I guess in line with Halls of Mirrors, this is a bit of a maze stage, so we're going a very specific route. Obviously, you can only go through... maybe not obviously. You can only go through the mirrors that are intact. But some of them will not take you to where you want to go. Ah, we didn't get it. There is a, let's call it pixel-perfect position you can go to get through these spikes without having to drop out of the air. but I didn't quite hit that mark. Sad to say. Let's go back down here. We're gonna go up and over, Ghosty Madoo. And then I'm gonna do this again, because I don't like my positioning. There we go. That was weird. And we'll switch back over to Blockbuster, because we can't kill the bosses with our Cyclones. We can only kill lesser enemies with the Cyclone pattern. Okay. Oh. We do have an extra life, so dying here is not really that bad, although it would waste a little bit of time now that I've gone so deep into the fight. But it was not to be. We survived. Everything's cool. That was a little sloppy, but no problem. Alright. Ragnoid's gonna get ready again for y'all. As we talk to Nebiroth, and he says, Red Blaze. If you use the stuff of the thing, you can become the ultimate power in the ghoul realm and save us all from the tyranny of, I want to say Brigger and Rushafel. I mean, those are boss names, but Goza? It's Goza in this game. There's no Rushafel in this game. That's the other one. Alrighty. Whoop. So here's password guy number 2. So again, you can write that down, play along at home, get a little bit of Gargoyle's Quest 2 under your belt. This is a little bit of a maze path as well. We have to go to the... Oh wait, I had the right thing selected. We have to go to the 3rd cave down there, otherwise we cannot progress to where we need to go. Whoop. Hit the wall there, so that way we can fly over. You can see those spikes are pretty big and nasty. They will one-shot us. I played that really low. That was not the smartest move, but it worked out. So who cares? Hit this wall here. And then we're going to go get some items again. We're going to talk to the Ice Queen and the Fire King. Actually, I guess this is Rushafel that we're going to talk to. So he is in this game. He's just not a bad guy in this game. I don't know what the Ice Queen's name is. Let's call her Shiva. Shiva, whatever. Pick your poison. Whatever you like. More talking in one long, incredibly unbroken sentence, moving from topic to topic so that no one could interrupt. It was really quite hypnotic. Alright. We just pop out here. And we're going to take another couple of deaths. Yeah, we have to take 2 deaths here. And warp back to our password 2 fella. This is Fortnite 3 for the PlayStation 360. Yeah, that's right. Sony buys Microsoft. We got the advanced copy. That's just how we roll here on RGL TV. Okay, so we gotta talk to Nebiroth again. And he's gonna take those items that we just got and make the Ghoul Candle. This is a candle-based economy, where candles get everything done. Candles and gremlin sticks. So we're gonna light this candle over by this blob thingamading. And it's gonna go away. I feel like we could have just flown over it. What do I know? I guess we can't fly in the overhead parts, but still. It seems like this could have been avoided. Alright, here's the best the best enemy in this game. And maybe in any game. Ah! Look at my mouth! This is adorable. So this is a lovely stage. There, you just got spikes everywhere. Ah, we got the bad RNG. That stinks. Alright, so we're gonna have to get a health pickup for sure before the end of the stage, which we will be able to get right towards the end of the stage. Nice enough. Like, we put a lot of spikes in. So we figured we'll give you some health. It's a very generous video game, this Gargoyle's Quest 2. So that guy is our light bearer. If we kill him, then we are in pitch blackness. We don't want to be in pitch blackness. That's bad. So we kite him along. And he was very kind. He didn't get himself killed, which is wonderful. And we get our little health pickup towards the end there. And now we can go kill Goza here, who's just going to sit there and shoot lasers. So we're going to sit here and shoot bubbles at him. And I win. Because he's not very good at aiming with his lasers. He's only got certain angles at which he can shoot. So as long as we stay on the edge of that platform right there, we have a pretty clean pass. To put him out. Go for some Gyoza. It's too late, but... you know, why not? Smitty, stop messing up IF, man. Alrighty. Last stage. Insta-kill spikes everywhere. Other spikes, most places. And we're gonna back boost off of this fella. Probably off of his shots anyway. And so now we have unlimited wing power, which is just the best. Finally, we've been building up to this moment for so long. Switch back over here. Okay. We're gonna climb up this wall. We're gonna keep on climbing, avoiding these arrows. If they hit us, not the end of the world. We're gonna back boost off of this spike, and then once again, bar the edge of a spike, set, and fly over. So now we have, what is that, 6 hearts? That looks right. 6 hearts, unlimited wing power. Like, what could be better? Nothing, that's what. Well, not getting hit back there would have been better. But since that happened, we're not going to worry about it. We're just going to keep moving. And since that happened, we're not going to boost off of this, because we want to keep our health a little bit, because we are going to take an intentional damage boost when we get into this boss fight. It's part of our strat. That, thank you. Alright, switch over to the Demon Fire there. I think it's what's called, Demon Fire. Sounds right. Alright, and here is our big boss man, Rieger. And again, he's just happy to sit there. He's got his throne. You know, he doesn't need to concern himself with standing up. And we gotta hit him 20 times. And we got, just before I ate it, those shots were closing in on me. But we got him, so good. And now we have a little bit of talking to do. They just won't shut up. They talk too much. So he's dead, and now we talk to the one true king who's remaining in the Ghoul Realm, and he thanks us for our service, and says, hey, now that the Ghoul Realm's safe, maybe go to the Human Realm. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the origin story of Ghouls and Ghosts. Alright. And we come in with a cool 2828. Make a wish. I wish that you stick around here on Retrothon, because coming up next, we have, oh boy, let me get the title right. Dragon Ball Z 2. Gekishin Frieza, which it has 2 exclamation marks, in case you're wondering why I was excited. I mean, but also, it's a rad video game for the NES, and it is, in fact, the final game of our massive, over 24-hour NES block here on Retrothon. You can't beat it anywhere. The best collection of NES games anywhere on Twitch.tv. And then, yeah, we got a couple hot video games coming up for you. I mean, a couple hundred. I don't know that we have a couple hundred left, but we have a whole bunch left here. I mean, it's only the start of day 4 here. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. No, it's the start of day 5. I know math. Who says I doesn't? Also English. Okay, everybody, we're going to kick it on over real quick to a splash screen, get up, set up for Dragon Ball Z2 for the NES, and we'll be back in a hot second. Stick and stay right here on RGL TV for more Retrothon action.